Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you might have seen from the title, I want to talk about what is a normal size wardrobe. And I think ultimately the answer for this is going to be completely different for everybody. It really does depend on your lifestyle and your needs and what you want out of your wardrobe, whether you want that to be really minimal or whether you like to have an abundance of choice. Personally, I think I sit somewhere in the middle. I want a really minimal looking wardrobe. I like really kind of simple, basic, classic, essential styles, but I don't want to have too much of it. I think, as you might have seen from my recent declutter video, that I definitely did let my wardrobe get a little bit out of hand, maybe just a little bit. So today I kind of wanted to go through how to identify what a normal size wardrobe is for you, because as I said, I really do think that this is different for everybody, and I really think that this can only be determined on a case-by-case basis. So I want to talk a little bit about my wardrobe and what kind of works for me, and then I'm going to go through 3 steps to kind of helping you to identify what is normal size for you. So for me, as you might have known from some of my previous videos, I went from being a girl who was basically receiving like 10 packages a week. I was buying well beyond my means, and I just had way too much stuff. I think at the time that I counted, I had well over 300 items just hanging in my wardrobe. The actual bar was so laden with clothing, it was slightly bent in the center. It was really just a lot of stuff, and I was wearing something different every day. I didn't want to wear the same thing every single day or the same outfit twice. So I felt like I needed to have a lot of stuff and a lot of new stuff all the time. Fast forward probably about 5 to 7 years, and now I find that I really like to wear my favorites as much as I can. I like to repeat my favorite items. I like to reach for those things that are going to be core pieces for the building blocks of an actual outfit that I'm going to wear day to day. So for me, in terms of what I find a comfortable number for my wardrobe, it's around the 100 mark, although if I'm being truly honest, given the amount of things that I have, it probably sits more around the 150 item mark, which really does sound like a lot. However, as I talk through, I think it might help you to understand why I feel like I need to have quite a varied and I guess quite a few different options in my closet. I think that climate is a really good place to start. So depending on where you live, you might have weather extremes where you have minus temperatures in the wintertime and then it goes into 40 degrees Celsius in the summertime, or you might have pretty consistent weather all year round if you live somewhere like, say, California in the US. So depending on whether there is much crossover between seasons, I know that some places it's just very gradual, others you'll have a beautiful day, next day the new season has rolled over and all of a sudden it is freezing. So if you can have those transitional pieces which you can wear across many seasons, it can help you to narrow down your wardrobe slightly, if you wish, of course. So for me, in my personal circumstance, I live in Sydney. So in the summertime, it's typically around 35 to 40 degrees Celsius most days, and we have incredibly high humidity. So it's not unusual to have 100% humidity. It is very hot. In the spring and autumn time, the temperature will kind of switch between 18 degrees Celsius to maybe 30 degrees Celsius. It really varies depending on which end of the season that you're in. And then in winter time, it doesn't really cool down too much. However, I have noticed this year it seems like it's going to get a little bit cold, so I would say it's anywhere from 5 degrees to about 18 degrees. So that's typically the type of weather that I'm looking at. So because of that, I do feel that I need to have different pieces in my wardrobe to satisfy those different seasons. So I've got a very different wardrobe for the summer when it is so ridiculously hot and I am walking an hour and a half each day. I need to wear something that is really floaty and comfortable and that is going to breathe. But in the autumn and springtime, I know that I can layer up a little bit and I can have a bit of cross-pollination with what I'm wearing in those seasons. And in the winter time, that's when I get to bulk up a little bit and wear my sweaters and coats. I recommend taking a look at your lifestyle. So what does a typical week look like for you? What activities do you do throughout the week? Do you go to the office? Are you a stay-at-home mum? Or are you a freelancer where you get to work from home, or you're pretty mobile? Or are you a student? Do you go out a lot on the weekend? Do you have hobbies that involve, you know, needing to have a certain type of clothing? Think about all of those things and how it actually breaks down in your wardrobe. So the ratio of how often or how frequent you tend to wear those different items of clothing, because that'll help you to narrow down how much of those different kinds of items that you need to have in your wardrobe. You should also take into consideration any special events or special occasions, even if they might be infrequent. I do think it's really useful to have at least one go-to outfit that you know you can reach for if something comes up. So if you do have a wedding that you need to go for, you've got a dress that you know is there, you can grab it and you're good to go. You don't have to actually go out looking for something or hiring a dress. I think that your typical breakdown would probably look a little bit like workwear, lounge or leisure wear if you tend to get changed in the evenings when you come home rather than straight into pajamas, like I am very guilty of, weekend wear, evening or going out clothing, gym wear, and then anything else you might need for hobbies if you do hiking, that sort of thing. Finally, I think you should have a look at how often you want to be wearing your clothes. So how often do you want to wear each piece that you have in your wardrobe approximately over the course of the year? Obviously, this is going to vary per piece. Some things you're going to reach for a lot more often, particularly if it's a transitional piece or if it's your favorite or it's just a go-to staple that you love and that you just want to wear all of the time, because I know we all have things like that. The other thing is that not everybody loves to repeat their outfits. I personally love it because if there's an outfit that I really enjoy wearing, I want to wear it as much as I possibly can. I want to get the mileage out of it. So take that into consideration too, as well as if you have an interchangeable look or uniform, because in that way you can really mix and match your pieces in your wardrobe and maybe you want to have a few less items. So I guess what I really want to get at is that the optimal number of items to have in your wardrobe is going to vary per person depending on your lifestyle and depending on what you really want to get out of your closet, because the thing is everybody wants something different. Some people want to have a really streamlined closet which has 30 things in it. Some people want to have a closet with 200 items in it so they've got lots of choice and they can really mix and match their outfits and have a lot of fun. So making sure that you get what you want out of your wardrobe is the most important thing. And I'd really love to hear your feedback in the comments on what you think a normal size wardrobe looks like, how many things you have in your closet, whether you want to add more things, reduce your closet size. I just think it would be really fun to open that up to discussion because, as I said, I really do think that this is quite a fluid thing and it really isn't the same for every person. Everyone's in a different situation. Anyway, I hope you guys got something out of this video and you found it really useful. It was really fun to kind of talk through this with you guys and I cannot wait to read the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it and subscribe if you're new and you want to see more fashion and style videos from me. I'll see you next week with a brand new video. See you later. Bye!